Hi, Emma, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. It's time for our traditional end of the school year interview.
Okay.
Um, you've just ended fourth grade, though as we'll discuss a little later in the interview, it turns out that the way you ended the year was a little unusual.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about some things I observed throughout this year.
Okay.
This year seemed to me the year in which boys and girls really stopped hanging out with each other. There really seemed to be a significant split. So when I look at birthday parties or people getting together for play dates, it really seemed to me that boys and girls, this was the year in which I saw a real significant gender split. Why is that?
I don't know. I guess it's just like the way boys act in that 9 to 10-year-old way. Girls are just like, no, some of them aren't the nicest. Also, most of the time, we like different things. So, yeah, I think that's why.
Like what kind of things do the girls like that the boys don't like?
Well, of course, no girl is, of course, the same. But we like reading and all these things some boys like too. But at least within my friend group, we like reading, we like school, we like writing, we like YouTubing. And the boys at this age, of course, it's not all of them. There are, of course, some boys who love to read and love school and everything. And of course, there are a lot of YouTubers that are men, but
Actually, now that you mentioned YouTube, I want to follow up on that. One of the things I've noticed about you and your friends is that you are watching a lot of YouTube.
yes,
And that in many cases you prefer YouTube to what are called scripted dramas, like shows like Austin and Ally, where there's a
YouTube is
script.
scripted.
Oh, okay. What makes YouTube more attractive to you than traditional television?
I honestly don't know. I feel like there's just so much variety. Like we can choose who we want to watch. I watch a wide range of people, and also it doesn't take as much time. Like an average YouTube video for some of the people that I like. Well, some of these people have like 40-minute videos, but others have like 5-minute videos. Meanwhile, they're equally good at, if not better, than an episode of a TV show that's 24 minutes.
Got it. Um, when we started the school year, it's always hard to know what skills you're going to learn or what new subjects you're going to be exposed to because on a day to day basis, sometimes it doesn't even seem like you're learning new things. But when you look back at the end of the year, you can see that you learned a lot. When you reflect back on fourth grade, were there any new skills or new subjects that grew in importance to you that you discovered more of an affinity for than you had before?
Yes, so I actually didn't. So since kindergarten, I have known that I want to be a flautist. And then in my school, fourth grade is the year that you can join the school band and take lessons. And so he was teaching us about all these different instruments. And then I'd never even thought about this. I realized that I had a really large passion for trombone. So this year I've learned to play the trombone. So, yeah.
I know that many of our viewers are going to want to ask this question. I think it's no secret that you are on the shorter side of fourth grade girls. Is there a part of you that chose the trombone because it is a ridiculously large instrument?
Not all of me, but there's a part of me that did choose it because it's quite large.
Yeah, but in the end, you actually
But in the
enjoyed.
end, I do like it. Yeah, I loved how unique it is because you don't press down on the things like you do with some instruments. Like you don't use a bow. Like it's different. There's no instrument that's like it. It's a slide.
Yeah. Let's talk about the way the year ended. You had, for the last couple of years, been asking for a way to learn Hebrew. You had come up with a wacky idea about trying to go live with your aunt for an entire semester. At the end of the day, you left school a month before the end of school. You went to Israel. You basically did live with your aunt for that month.
Yeah.
You had a private Hebrew language teacher who met with you 5 or 6 hours a day.
Yeah.
First of all, did you really think that that plan was ever going to work?
Yes. I knew that it would work. I knew that somehow I'd get my parents to say yes.
And what was that experience like?
It was interesting. I feel like I missed out on a lot of things at school, but I was like, there was this part of me that was like, safety patrol, for example. I was like, okay, I'm not at home, but I still need to send in that essay. So then I like worked around that, which was an interesting experience because if I was back home, I would have just done it and sent it in, easy as that. And like it was also really interesting because my Hebrew tutor took me around Tel Aviv where I was staying, and my aunt was of course super. She tried to really plan things and make things exciting for me. I went to an exhibit where you were in the dark for an hour and a half.
What about the
And
Hebrew
that was
itself?
cool.
Do you feel like you learned Hebrew?
Yes, I did learn Hebrew. I also saw a makeup artist. Just in case you were wondering.
ואת יכולה עכשיו לדבר עברית?
כן.
איזה צבע החולצה שלך?
כחול.
כחול. ואת אוהבת לאכול עגבניות?
לא. Dad, I think you may have forgotten our viewers don't speak Hebrew.
So what did I ask you?
The last thing you asked was, do I like to eat tomatoes? You also asked me what color my shirt was.
Yeah, you did good. Our last question, Emma, has to do with looking forward to 5th grade. 5th grade, it's the end of elementary school. You started the school in the 2nd semester of kindergarten. The end is in sight. What are you looking forward to in 5th grade?
Being able to run for school president, which I think could be cool. I'm not sure if I'm going to run, but having that option, and also being a safety patrol. I dreamt about this since I was in kindergarten, and I was accepted, by the way, yeah. And also, we're just like on top of the school, like we're the oldest in the school, but there is a hard part. At the end of this year, I was leaving 4th grade, but I would be back here again next year. But at the end of next year, I'm going to a new school. So it's like for the past 6 years, as of the end of next year, I have gone to this school, and now I'm just switching schools.
Yeah. Well, Emma, we know you're going to camp for the summer. We know you look forward to that. We know that you're really busy right now, and we really appreciate you coming into the studio to talk with us this afternoon. So thank you, and have a great summer.
We're in my kitchen.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
All right, bye. Subscribe, like this video, leave a comment down below if you want us to do this again next year. Thank you. Bye.